Albany is a warm, embracing community and a wonderful place to raise a family. Our Jewish community is intergenerational. People of all ages live here, of all Jewish philosophies, hashkafot, levels of observance. And it's great for our kids to be able to interact with all sorts of different Jewish people who make their way into our synagogue.
We have the senior citizens all the way down to newborns and young families. It's small enough that everybody gets to know each other. Our seniors, our adults, they love watching the children and seeing their activities and being a part of everything here.
Albany is a very vibrant Jewish community that is a laid-back community without the rush from the city.
You can't really beat its location. In 3 hours, you can be to Boston, New York, Philly, a little bit further, and you're in Montreal. You can go to the Adirondacks, the Catskills. It's so geographically convenient.
We developed a lot of friendships from our kids' school. They went to the Hebrew Academy, and also from the synagogue. And we became friends with the parents, and it was a nice, relaxing life here, and I've enjoyed it since I've lived here.
It's been my privilege to see children grow up in this school, go on to become teachers themselves, come back and teach for us. I've had the privilege of teaching children of the children that I taught in our school. In fact, one of my former heads of school, my boss, was actually someone that I taught in first grade. And to me, that speaks to our school and to our community and the love that people have for our school and the love that people have for the Jewish community here and the Jewish life here.
I've gotten a lot closer to my Judaism and a lot more enthusiastic about my Judaism being in a small community where I had to learn a lot of the skills to be a part of the community, and as well as get to make contributions that are very sort of very meaningful and bring a lot of the Judaism out in me and in my kids.
Growing up in Albany, my parents actually belonged to Beth Abraham Jacob when I was a kid. I was very involved with sisterhood in the synagogue for a number of years. And it was nice because it wasn't just the synagogue community, it was within the whole Albany Jewish community.
It's very close-knit, supportive. We feel comfortable going to a variety of different shuls. We have friends in different congregations.
One of the beautiful things about living in Albany is the way that different Jewish groups work together. We had a beautiful Simchat Beit HaShoeva program with both Orthodox shuls together, where there was Torah, food, dancing, games for kids, all outdoors, all COVID safe, a wonderful unity event.
One of the greatest experiences of being in Albany is the fact that you really become part of a bigger family. Your presence is a contribution, but also the things that you can bring to the table, your talents, your enthusiasm, your passions, and they have a place here to grow.
During the pandemic, things at CBAJ didn't stop. I came as the new rabbi in the middle of the pandemic, and yet we still had minyan every single day, morning, evening, afternoon. We have a beautiful, beautiful campus here at Beth Abe, and we were able to have a large tent available to have 2 minyanim, one indoor, one outdoor for the high holidays, for Rosh Hashanah, for Yom Kippur. And we had a beautiful Simchat Torah, inside and outside with dancing, a pizza dinner, and really wonderful fun activities for the whole community. And it was a testament to see how the community really came together to make Simchat Torah, to make the high holidays, the Yomim Noraim, really truly special, even in spite of the fact that we were in a pandemic this year. Our shul has a wide range of shiurim and classes on different topics like Parsha, Gemara, Hashkafa, history. We have a wide range of speakers and scholars in residence come to share Torah with our community. We also have opportunities, and I think this is truly special, to enable congregants to share their Torah with each other.
I'll tell you, I was born in the Bronx, raised in the Bronx, and lived in the Bronx for many years. And then I moved up to Albany. And what do I have here that I didn't have in the Bronx? Easy travel, a parking spot anywhere you go. There's art, there's museums, theater. We have the best of Broadway up at Proctor's in Schenectady, which rivals Broadway theater in New York City without the hassle. So why Albany, not the Bronx? That's why.
The New York State Museum is awesome. It's free. The kids love to just go and run around. They have a great carousel at the top of the museum where you can go on rides. The plaza is really fun to run around. It's this pretty tremendous example of modernist architecture that we have like right in our doorstep. All these modern art sculptures as well. You can go ice skating right there with the state capitol behind you in the winter.
The entertainment venues at the Egg, when our kids were younger, they had entertainment that was appropriate for young kids. And we'd go there, it was great.
You have the playground, you have nature trails, you have all of that right within a short walk distance on Shabbat, as well as walking distance to various shoals.
I like a lot of recreational pursuits like fishing. I like to hike. We've gotten kayaking, and you can do all of that within a short drive from Albany, so it's great. Skiing, we went skiing a number of times. So you have those recreational pursuits which you don't have in the large metro area.
I grew up in Long Island where we were, the conception of Albany was cows and snow. The snow in particular was always the scary thing about upstate New York, and it turns out we just have actually 4 lovely seasons. And all of them are beautiful and manageable and great for playing outdoors. So if you're into winter sports, there's skiing, sledding, ice skating, but really all the seasons offer different opportunities for fun here.
We've got parks, we've got tons of things to do for families in the Jewish community locally. We've got a vibrant Chabad, active in all different counties, and it's just a lot of fun and a very friendly, warm community.
One great new event that happened this year in Albany was Hanukkah on J, which was created by the local federation and the Chabad, working in partnerships with a broad range of Jewish community organizations across the denominational lines. It was a great event with food, games, fun for all ages, and it was another wonderful unity event that showcased Jewish pride and celebrating Hanukkah together.
I have 3 boys and they're all very successful today, and I attribute that to having a good, being part of a very active and good community and good schools.
We've been really happy here with the Maimonides Hebrew Day School. We have a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old who go to school there, and the small class sizes and the attention that each child has been getting and the support they get has been really lovely.
The vision that we have for our school is to help our graduates succeed in the world, and to do so by viewing everything through a Jewish lens, through a lens of Torah and Jewish tradition that should inform everything that they do and all the choices that they make in life.
We instill a love through a balance of Torah study and general studies. We want our children to be mensches, to be good, caring, kind, and loving toward each other.
They learn to think critically, they learn to analyze, they learn to question and to grow, and to view education as a lifelong pursuit. And for that, I'm very grateful to be here, to have been here for so long, and very proud of what we do.
Houses are very affordable compared to big communities. You're right in the city, but you're on the outskirts.
When we were moving back to town, we also considered several other large cities where the cost of housing was just astronomical. So we could be living in like a small closet in Boston right now, but instead we have a very lovely house within walking distance to all the shuls and to the pond, and we have a huge backyard.
Yeah.
And yet, you know, our commute to wherever we want to go is just a quick 5 or 10 minutes in the car. So it's really pretty
Not much to
ideal.
lose. Yeah.
I'm a professional cellist, and one of the major differences between Albany and New York City, where I'm from, is the affordability of renting event spaces. It completely changes the game for planning an arts event, which is very exciting. So as things open up post-COVID, I'm really looking forward to the opportunities that are up here with that.
Everything's just really easy to access. You can be in downtown Albany in 10 minutes. You can be out in the mountains in 15 minutes. And the ability to just get anywhere, do anything. It's really, really easy if you do want to take a day trip to Boston or New York or somewhere in Western New York. We're very close to Canada.
Whenever I do have to travel, I love the Albany airport. It's small, it's accessible, it gets you where you need to go and in and out.
You know, Albany's got a large regional medical center, Albany Medical Center, and another major hospital system, St. Peter's, in town here, each with extensive outpatient networks and multiple hospitals in the region. So even though we're sort of a small city, we have pretty exceptional healthcare that you'd find in a larger major metro area.
Everything is 15 minutes away. Trader Joe's, Price Chopper, other things. There's no traffic, there's plenty of parking.
We have the Honest Way Co-op, which is a really great food co-op right here in town.
I love being able to support the food co-op model, the movement. They have plenty of kosher options.
You can zoom in a store, come out with delicious food, and then make amazing Shabbat meal and invite so many friends of yours from this community. So I highly recommend you visit, and please come and check out. We really love Albany.
One thing about being part of a Jewish community is that everybody wants to make a meaningful contribution. It's not so easy when you live in a big community where you already have, you know, the boards are full, the key roles in the community are taken. Here in Albany, you get a chance to really make a difference.
I think Albany is the perfect size Jewish community because it's big enough to have everything you need right here at your fingertips, but it's also small enough that everyone matters. And so you really have the opportunity to get involved in almost anything that you'd like in the greater community or in a shul community or a school community.
One thing that's really great up here is that there are community-wide food events like Pizza Night, which is about every month, and the high schoolers at one of the schools cooks up a bunch of kosher pizza and fries and garlic knots. During COVID, it's takeout, but normally it's an in-person event for the community to come together, and we never had anything like that downstate.
Our Albany Jewish community is warm, embracing, affordable, and has everything that you need to lead an enriching, family-centered Jewish life.